My name is Stephen Banham and I work with typography. The concept itself is extremely simple. It is one day in our park, which is quite literally a depiction of that park within a 24-hour time frame. So I'm looking at the most intimate personal interactions with the park, as well as more general aspects of what JJ Holland Park is all about. The work itself is comprised of many different phrases. They show the most beautifully everyday and yet intimate activities within the JJ Holland Park. So it might be, for example, the quiet formation of bird nests that no one ever sees. It could be tennis balls that are sitting there waiting to be found. It could be any number of tiny silent kind of phenomena that happen in a park in any given day. So the typefaces themselves are very, very intricate because they had to be made using a unit measure of 25mm plus 3mm grout, because they are in fact tiled. And tiling was selected primarily because it was very durable, but it also speaks to the sort of industrial heritage of that area. As I walk along the work, I'm struck by its scale and its permanence. Colour was a very important part of the design. The entire work is made up of a complexion of greens. Because the brief itself was heavily informed by community engagement, it was a very natural process for me to engage with the community, both through observation in the park, but also a more direct engagement with the feedback from the community. In some cases we used the direct observations of some of their input from the community engagement. So some beautiful stories that people submitted, such as, for example, walking lanes around JJ Holland Park, holding a child until it fell asleep. These stories are very, very powerful. So the stories themselves are very diverse, and yet they're incredibly intimate, and yet they're also universal. There's an extraordinary range of human experience there, no matter who you are, no matter what culture you come from, no matter what community you might be a part of. Each of those stories does resonate on some level.